How's it how's it going, guys? Black and purple for life, here to give you my prediction of this year's 2013 Super Bowl between the Baltimore Ravens and the San Francisco 49ers. Well, as you can see, I'm wearing a Ray Lewis jersey, so it's quite obvious who I'm rooting for. But let me just explain why. Now, between the Ravens and the 49ers, I have to admit, the hardball. Pretty damn cool. John and Jim, older against younger. Well, it's going to be a matchup between two very similar teams, but with different looks. You got the Ravens, who has a 5-year pro in Joe Flacco, Ray Rice, the combination of those two with their check down passes. You have the explosive Torrey Smith, the ever so reliable veteran in Anquan Bolden. And, there's just a bunch of, they got players all around them. And let me not get started with the defense. You got Ray, you have T. Sizzles, Terrell Suggs. Who else am I forgetting here? Ed Reed. Hell, even Kerry Williams has stepped up this year and even last year. These guys are flipping impressive. And, it could go either way. But just believe me when I say this. The last time Ravens were in the Super Bowl, what happened? Well, they stomped the hell out of the Giants. Of course, 12 years, long time, but as old cliche goes, defenses win championships. Well, with an explosive offense, that helps. And here it is. In the playoffs, the Ravens has been underdogs all the way through until now. What happened in their Super Bowl year? They were underdogs all the way through. No one picked them. The media did not like them. They wanted to stay away from them. I can't tell you how much money Las Vegas has lost from betting against the Ravens. Let's see here. I'm not too sure about how many points underdog they were to the Colts, or if they were at one point in time, but I believe they were about 7 points. And then you have the Broncos, 9.5 underdog. Then the Patriots, originally the same, 9.5. However, it changed during the time getting into the game, 8.5. They held Andrew Luck and the young, talented Colts to 9 points in their last home game in the playoffs. Peyton Manning. Besides 3 touchdowns, we all know he's going to throw touchdowns, but he also made 2 picks. And we held him to 290 passing yards. We came back and won it in double overtime. How many teams can stay in it that long and play that hard? Not too many. And then you have the Patriots, a 28-13 win. Leading to after the end of the first half, it was 13-7. And I was like, oh, God, here we go again. With the Patriots winning a close one. I almost lost hope on them. But before you know it, what happened? Came out of nowhere. Joe Flacco, lights out. Ray Rice, I believe, got the first touchdown. Defense shut down the Patriots for the whole 2 quarters of the end where it counted. How many teams could shut down the Patriots this year? Answer that. Probably can't. Well, see, this is why I believe the Ravens do and damn well sure demand some respect and will prove it in this Super Bowl. Now for the 49ers, how you pronounce his name? Kaepernick. He's one hell of a surprise for him. Came in a week 11. He's been pretty much managing the game, not throwing many mistakes, if any at all. I don't watch too many of their games, but I have heard him in the playoffs running for a 78-yard rushing touchdown against the Green Bay Packers. And then you got Frank Gore. They have Michael Crabtree and their veteran and Randy Moss. Their defense I'm not very familiar with other than the linebackers, Patrick Willis. Don't know his first name, but Bowman. Then there's Alden Smith, of course. Amon Brooks, he's like the under the radar player, but very solid player. And come to looking at this game, I can't wait. I mean, 2 weeks could not go so slow. And reason why I'm choosing the Ravens, not only because I'm trying to play favorites here, but let's just face it. But defenses are going to play great. But here's where it counts. If Ravens defense can stop Kaepernick from rushing, they have proven that they can shut down the best. They can shut down Tom Brady. They can keep close games with Peyton Manning. Andrew Luck's even first year and all, but he can be explosive too. I mean, he takes risk, and that's just the thing. Kaepernick might take a risk, and if that happens, I mean, you got the secondary, Ed Reed, hell, Bernard Pollard, all those guys. They're gonna look at picks, and they might get some. I'm predicting. I'm going out of a limb here, but I'm predicting 2 picks. One maybe possibly a pick 6, but I'm not going to go that far. I'm just saying it's an option. But that's where it lies, in experience. Kaepernick, even though he has been pretty damn amazing, it's only his second year. I mean, in the big game, you can't tell me they're not going to be nervous, butterflies. I mean, whoever's defense comes and delivers first and comes in the most physical, because it ain't going to just be an offensive showdown. It might not, but I really don't think. It's about physicality. Whoever comes in there and knocks whoever in the mouth is going to win and hold that Lombardi trophy. And the way it is, Ravens played nothing but inspired football. I mean, media has outplayed Ray Lewis's whole thing, but I love him, man. I mean, there's so much loyalty in that locker room. I really doubt that the Ravens players are going to let him down. I mean, they already showed they're not, and they've been keeping on. They had a chance to take pictures with the Lombardi trophy, touch it, and all that before, whatever. But guess what? They said, no, we haven't deserved it yet. They are going to play like they won it in the Super Bowl, and hopefully they deserve it. And you know what? Class act move. Who needs to get all distracted with the media and taking pictures with a Super Bowl or Lombardi trophy that hasn't been won yet? If you ask me, the smartest move ever. And to encourage that move, it was none other than Mr. Ray Lewis. And I gotta tell you, I'm very sad that he's gonna be leaving this year. But father and all, kids, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. But you're never gonna see a middle linebacker as his caliber, not only as he performs, but as a leader, vocally, mentally, everything. And I think he's going to go out with the Lombardi. And but I'm not taking anything away from 49ers at all. 49ers is a good team. Jim Harbaugh is just as good as a coach as John Harbaugh. But like I said, whoever comes in there, knocks whoever in the mouth, wins this game. So I'll pick the Ravens, and that would be if I had to consider points, how about this? I think it's going to be a 21-16. That's what I think. 21-16 Ravens win it all. Joe Flacco, I think he's going to pull off 3 touchdowns. Hopefully he scores more than what I predicted. He scores 4 more touchdowns. He breaks Steve Young's postseason record with I think his record is 11 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and on that year, I'm not too sure what year. I think it's like 1985 or something, and he won the Super Bowl. Not only that for his team, but he also was MVP. So I really see this as maybe Joe Flacco's time to shine, and he doesn't get a lot of credit, and I think that's bull. That's BS. Man plays good football. Even in his bad games, he tries to. I mean, he makes very few mistakes. And I mean, looking at this postseason so far, 8 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. I mean, Jim Caldwell and him they got something going on there. And Ray Rice, he's going to get some rushing yards, hopefully continue to drive. I'm a diehard Ravens fan. I've been a Ravens fan probably since they've been in 96. I was young, still had a lot to learn. Here I am, 23. It's 12 when they won the Super Bowl. I love them, man. And if you love them too, well, I'll have more videos after the Super Bowl. I like this. I consider myself kind of a Baltimore Ravens analysis. Not officially, of course, but I do a lot of reading, article reading, hours and hours every day. And hell, after this off season, I might not just do Ravens. I might just do the whole NFL. I got it all linked down, guys. And so if you like this, then if I have a link down there, just hit me in Black and Purple for Life, and you'll see all the latest videos that I've uploaded. And I hope you enjoyed this. So 21-16 Ravens. Let's go Ravens, Black and Purple all the way. But it's gonna be a good game. All right, guys, you have a good one.